Hey Jacob, I'm done with work. I'll go home first. Are you still working? What? You finished work already, Lisa? Aren't you early? Didn't I tell you before? I'm on maternity leave starting tomorrow, so today is the last day of work. Oh, I see. Today is the last day. Have you finished with the business transfer? I thought you said you were working on something pretty important. Well, yeah, it was a lot of work, but I've done everything I needed to do before maternity leave. I've already handed over the case to my coworker. I see, but your boss is a warrior too. About what? You say you're going to work for a while longer. But then he suddenly suggested maternity leave. I'm in a different department and have a different boss, so I can say for sure. Isn't that a little overprotective? What are you talking about? I've been thinking of using maternity leave for a while now. But I was working because you told me hanging in there for a while longer, right? Did I? Yes, having a baby costs a lot of money, so I should earn what I can. Did you forget what you said to me? Oh, maybe I said something like that. Well, actually, you could still work, right? I mean, you're working today too. Well, I don't know. My stomach is getting more and more prominent. I feel heavy a lot. I can't move as much as I want to. What do you mean? Not like me. If you're an outside salesman like me, you're still working at a desk, so I don't see the problem, do you? That's not all. I've had more morning sickness and feeling unwell lately. I thought I can't work like this anymore. You see me having a hard time at home, right? Like yesterday, you seemed like had a hard time. You were kind of drop off on the couch. I was so surprised to see you like that when I came home. It's not funny. It's really hard. Well, I know it's hard. At least you can do the housework, right? When I got home, you hadn't done anything, or it bothers me too. I'm sorry about that, but I can't control how my condition gets worse. If I can do it, you should help me too. As you know, our department is hotter than other departments. I'm just working around outside all day, and you want me to do housework when I get home. I'm working too if you say that. I'm sure each department has its own busy schedule. Our conditions are the same, right? But you're about to take maternity leave. I mean, married couples are supposed to support each other, right? You have to be useful to me as a wife. What do you mean by saying useful to me? I don't feel good about it. And I'm still pregnant. Sorry. I'll be careful how I say that. But even though you're pregnant, you're still my wife. You do what you have to do. Of course, I understand that. But when I'm not feeling well, you have to help me. That's part of being a sporty couple, isn't it? Okay, I'll do my best then. Well, I'm going back to work. I still have work to do. I go home first. Good luck at work. Hey, you're done with your work, right? Yes, I am. Well, I'll be home soon, right? Do you want me to heat up dinner for you? No, that's okay. I'll do it myself. Really? Well, I just heat up the bath. It was cold today. You were out working as usual, right? You must have gotten cold. I told you it's okay. Why are you acting so normal? Aren't you sorry for what you did? What suddenly? Reflection? What? Are you seriously saying that? I was so mad at you yesterday, you don't even remember. You're such a jerk. What do you mean I didn't do housework yesterday? I told you I wasn't feeling well. I said I was sorry. I'm thinking that an apology is enough. That's funny, right? Funny? About what? You were working just a few days ago, right? You work for the same company as me, right? Yes. What do you want to say? If you make a mistake at work, do you just say you're sorry and that's it? I don't think so. That's not going to work, right? But what we're talking about now is domestic, right? I felt bad that I couldn't do housework, but it's just for one day. Is that really necessary to make it a big deal? The problem is that you couldn't even do the housework for that one day. You're my wife. If you're my wife, you should at least do the bare minimum. Am I saying that I was feeling well? I can't do anything about it, can I? I've at least feeling not so well sometimes too. But I still go to work, you know. Are you kidding me if that is allowed if you're pregnant? I didn't mean it like that. We've talked before about not being able to do it if I just can't do it right. You said you understood it. Women are so quick to say things like before. I'm just shade of digging up all the old stuff. I'm talking about the present. What are you talking about? Why are you changing the subject? If you say that, there's no point in making a promise. Okay. I'm really getting tired of all the excuses. You've really changed since you got pregnant, in a bad way. Are you being sarcastic? I'm not being sarcastic or whatever, but that's the reality. Before you got pregnant, you did all the housework. You never said you're not feeling well right away like you do before. Don't you think it's okay for you to say it? Because I'm pregnant, so it's normal to be a little unstable. Well, I feel bad, but I can't do anything about it. So what's your point? To be clear, you're completely becoming useless now. There's no point in being married like this. You don't even work, so at least do the housework. I'm sorry. If you were sorry, I wouldn't be this angry. I mean, are you really sorry? I wonder if you're doing the housework today. I was feeling better today, so I got it done. Then I forgive you this time. It won't happen again. Do you understand? Sorry, Jacob. Are you done with work? Yes. What's going on? Actually, I need to talk to you about something. Will you listen to me? What's the big deal? I'm tired after a long day at work. If you have something to say, do it quickly. Well, I wanted to go back to my parents' house until I gave birth. In the meantime, I'm sure I'll be bothering you. Can I leave home? Huh? Why? I just don't get it. What makes you think like that? My mother called me a loon today. I'm sure the birth is coming up and I'm on maternity leave, right? She said I should think about it after the birth and come back to the house. I thought it would be a good idea for me too. Huh? What the hell is that? You're not working and you're eating for free. Why are you trying to be so selfish? You put me on everything and you just want to ease yourself. Don't you care about me, do you? Why are you thinking like that? That's not what I'm saying. Then what is about? While you're gone, I'll be working and doing the housework myself. It's a lot of work for me. That's true, but I'm not trying to go easy. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you, does it? I'm saying that because it's becoming. I don't know how great it is to be a pregnant woman. Don't forget I'm feeding you. Until recently, I was working too. You don't have to say that much, do you? But you're unemployed now. I'm talking about now, not before. And you're taking it easy just because you're pregnant. Even just now, you're useless. You know that? You should be more aware of your position. Okay, that's enough. I mean, you should say I understand. The husband doesn't need to tell you such a thing. If you're my wife, you're supposed to understand this. Okay, I understand. Well, you can say whatever you want. If you're saying you understand, show me you do. Otherwise, I don't know why you're here, right? Okay, I understand. I'll show you from now on. I'm gonna be useful. Please do that. Don't make me say such basic things from now on, okay? As a husband, I feel pathetic. If you're going to be a mother, you should at least do that. Of course, I understand. I am going to be a mother. I need to get my stuff together for my baby. Well, I guess that's that then. There won't be a next time. So keep that in mind. Lisa, you know what I said yesterday. You did your housework today, didn't you? No, I didn't. It's best to rest for the sake of my baby, and I don't have to do it for you. Huh? Do you think you're a loser? You're the one who said you're going to show it with attitude. Work for free food. You dumb pregnant. Screw you. I'm not screwing with you. And as I said, I just show you with my attitude. Huh? What are you talking about? You haven't done one of the housework since yesterday. If you're going to show attitude, you're supposed to do it. That's why I'm showing you an attitude like this. I'm done being your housewife. So I won't do any more housework for you from now on. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you quit being a housewife? This is not a game. I know that. That's why you're saying it. Don't you get it? I'm divorcing you. Do you even know what does it mean? Suddenly you're talking about divorce. I really think I'm in shock. I'm the one who is in shock. What makes you think you won't get a divorce? Then why the divorce? Because I was a little tough on you. I can't believe this kind of resistance over a simple thing like that. How much you don't have patience about it. You were a little hard on me. That was the only level of recognition for you, wasn't it? Then I think I was right to decide to get a divorce. Thanks for letting me know I wasn't wrong. You're being sarcastic or something. Who do you think you are even if you don't work? That's kind of attitude that pisses me off. I'll give it back to you exactly as you said it. Who do you think you are? Just because you work. I'm not your housekeeper. What's that attitude? Who do you think you're making a living? Thanks to who? It's thanks to both of us, isn't it? And moreover, if it's just me, I can make a living without you. I'm sure I wasn't wrong. What are you talking about? You're unemployed. I'm the one working so we can make a living. I'm sure I told you before. I've only recently been on maternity leave. Before that, I was working too. But now you're unemployed. You keep saying that I'm unemployed, but to be exact, it's period of leave of absence. Well, even if I was unemployed, we have this living, including the money I earn, right? You're not the only one who supported me. That was like that. But I'm talking about the present. I'm talking about the present too. In the first place, we still have some of the money I earned. In that situation, I can't believe you think we're living on your only earning. How could you be so arrogant? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Damn you. You better watch your mouth and how you talk to me. That is what attitude toward the head of the family. The head of the family? Don't make me laugh. Don't you forget why I delayed my maternity leave. It was because you wanted me to earn money, wasn't it? What's wrong with that? If you're proud of being the head of the family, why did you ask me such a thing? Because you didn't want my income to decrease, right? And now you're telling me. You're not persuasive. You've been talking whatever you want to say about me for a while. There are a lot of things you haven't done as a wife. But I can't understand being told to divorce one way. Changing the subject when you realize you can't convince me. I really had enough. Stop nitpicking about everything. The fact is, you're the housewife who can't even do your own housework. Don't complain from on high, you worthless! Which one of us is useless? I know you're busy with work, but I've been working and doing housework for a long time. But you don't help me when I didn't feel well, do you? How's that helping me? I'm in sales. You're in administration, right? We're not the same tired from work. Don't you think I'm more tired than you because I work and do the housework? On top of that, I'm pregnant now and my body is heavier than yours. So what? Have you ever lived with the weight of two people on your shoulders? I bet you haven't. I'm not trying to say that everything is hard for being pregnant, but I'm just saying that if you can't even think about that, I can't live with you anymore. Even if we're divorced, you know, you have to take care of the child all by yourself. That's a lot of work. Can you do it alone? I don't think so. You really didn't listen to me, do you? I said I have to be strong for my baby. Unlike you, I'm prepared to be a mother. No matter how hard it is, I'm gonna do it. You can't do anything about it with that kind of gut thinking. Think about it a little before you say something. No matter how hard it is, how painful it is, it's a mother who does everything for her child. That's the definition of a mother. You couldn't understand anything if you could only think of yourself. I have a lot of things I have to do for my child. Shut up and stay out of it if all you can do is work. After that, I immediately went back to my parents' house to prepare for the birth. Jacob got angry and came to my parents' house, but I gave him the divorce documents. However, Jacob could not agree to the divorce and was struggling against it. However, my parents, who had heard about him, were pressuring him to divorce, and eventually he was done without a problem. Unfortunately, I did not receive alimony because the period of emotional distress was too short. However, I was able to receive child support for my child. Since I did not want to have anything to do with him in the future, I demanded him to pay me in our lump sum, and now I no longer have anything to do with him. A short time later, I gave birth without any problems. I have successfully returned to work and I am busy with both childcare and work. This is a sad story. After my divorce and the reasons for it became public, he lost his position at the company and resigned from his job. I guess it was he who was useless as a company employee, as a couple, and as a parent.